Welcome to the Bootstrap Mogul Podcast, where we bring you the grassroots tips, tricks, and stories in everything entrepreneurship, digital marketing, and personal development. I'm your host, Andres Holguin. Hey, my friends. It's great to have you here with me on another episode of the Bootstrap Mogul Podcast. I'm your host, Andres Holguin, and today we're diving into an exciting topic that has the potential to supercharge your small business or side hustle journey: growth hacking. Now, I know growth hacking might sound like a buzzword, something that's all flash and no substance, or perhaps a complex concept that only the tech savvy can master. But let me assure you, it is none of that. In its purest form, growth hacking is about using innovative, cost-effective strategies to accelerate your business growth. It's about shifting away from traditional marketing methods and embracing a more creative, data-driven approach. Now, the beauty of growth hacking is it doesn't require big budgets or vast resources. It's all about understanding your audience, analyzing data for decision-making, and employing novel ways to attract, engage, and retain your customers. So for small businesses or side hustles like ours, it's like finding a hidden shortcut to success. Now, let me share with you a little bit about my personal experience with growth hacking. As many of you know, I've recently launched a business offering, online social media strategy courses, and how to start your own side hustle. And the journey has been exciting, but reaching out to a wider audience has been a bit of a challenge, as traditional marketing avenues aren't always affordable or efficient for a newbie like me. Now, this is where growth hacking came into the picture. One of the first strategies I implemented was an affiliate program. I offered my early adopters, which were the handful of students who had taken my course, a 50% commission for every new student they referred who signed up for a course. It was a bit of a gamble given it was cutting into my profits, but I believed in the power of word of mouth marketing and I wanted to incentivize it. The results have been more than encouraging. My student base started growing faster than before, with each new student potentially becoming another promoter. It's still early days, but the affiliate program has already boosted my reach significantly. And this, my friends, is growth hacking at work. So, whether you're just starting out like me or looking for ways to accelerate your existing business, understanding and implementing growth hacking strategies can be a game changer. So in this episode, I will help demystify growth hacking and share some practical strategies you can start applying to your own venture. So thanks for joining me today. Are you ready to start hacking your growth? Let's get started. So let's talk about growth hacking. It sounds kind of cool, right? Like something a secret agent might do. Well, in the business world, it kind of is, minus the secret agent part. So imagine you're in a city you've never visited before, trying to find your way to a specific location. Now, you could go the traditional route, stick to the main roads, and eventually get there, right? But what if you knew a shortcut? A little known path that cuts through all the traffic and gets you there twice as fast. Wouldn't you take it? That, my friends, is what growth hacking is all about. So, let's dive a little deeper. Growth hacking is a marketing strategy that focuses on rapid growth. It was first coined by Sean Ellis, the man who helps companies like Dropbox, Eventbrite, and LogMeIn achieve staggering growth. Sean describes a growth hacker as a person whose true north is growth. Everything they do, every strategy they implement is aimed at growth. Traditional marketing and growth hacking might seem similar, but there is a crucial difference. Traditional marketing involves set tactics like billboards, TV ads, direct mail, with the goal of reaching as many people as possible. But growth hacking, it's more like a state of mind. It involves creativity, analytical thinking, and a willingness to take risks. A growth hacker looks at the traditional marketing playbook and asks, how can I do this differently? How can I do this more effectively? How can I grow faster with less? And it's not just about getting your product or service in front of people. It's about optimizing every stage of your marketing funnel from acquisition to retention. Now, why is growth hacking so crucial for small businesses? Well, the answer lies in the question itself. We're small businesses. We don't have the luxury of multi-million-dollar marketing budgets or a huge team to strategize and implement campaigns. We need cost-effective, efficient methods to grow. We need to reach more people, convert more customers, and retain more clients. And we need to do all of this with limited resources. So that's where growth hacking comes in. It's about taking the resources we have and using them as effectively as possible. Growth hacking is also about speed. In the business world, time is of the essence. The faster you grow, the quicker you can secure your market position, stave off competitors, and start making a profit. Growth hacking methods are often designed to deliver quick, exponential growth rather than slow, incremental increases. In essence, growth hacking is like the Swiss Army knife of the marketing world. Compact, versatile, and incredibly useful. It's an essential tool for any small business looking to make a big splash. Now, in the next segment, we're going to look at some real-world examples of growth hacking, where businesses have used these strategies to achieve amazing results. But before that, take a moment to think about your business or your side hustle. How could you do things differently? Where could you take risks? How can you think like a growth hacker? It's a mindset shift, and it starts right now. So we're talking about growth hacking and that secret to shortcut to business success, especially for small businesses like ours. Now, it's one thing to understand the theory behind growth hacking, but seeing it in action, that's where the real magic is. So let's look at some real-world examples of companies that leveraged growth hacking to skyrocket their success. You've probably heard of these little companies called Dropbox, Airbnb, and if you're old enough, Hotmail. Yes? Well, let's dive into their growth stories. So first, let's talk about Dropbox. Now, Dropbox is a classic example of a company that successfully used growth hacking to ramp up their user base. And when they first started, they faced a significant challenge. How do you convince people to switch from their familiar method of storing files, like email attachments or USB drives, to a cloud-based storage system? And instead of pouring money into traditional marketing, Dropbox came up with a genius growth hack. They introduced a referral program where users were rewarded with additional storage space for every friend they invited who signed up for Dropbox. In essence, they turned their users into their promoters. And the best part? These promoters were paid not with cash, but with more of the product itself, making it an incredibly cost-effective strategy. This single growth hack increased Dropbox user base exponentially from 100,000 to 4 million users in just 15 months. Incredible, right? Next, let's look at Airbnb, one of my favorite startups. In the early days, Airbnb faced a problem many startups encounter: obscurity. They needed to reach more people, but didn't have the budget to run massive ad campaigns. So what did they do? They decided to piggyback on Craigslist, a platform with a huge user base. Airbnb created a feature that allowed users to cross-post their Airbnb listings to Craigslist with just one click. This move gave Airbnb access to a much larger audience and helped fuel their initial growth. And it was a brilliant hack that enabled Airbnb to rapidly increase their user base without spending a penny on ads. Finally, let's talk about Hotmail, which was one of the earliest and most successful examples of growth hacking. So back in 1996, when email was still relatively new, Hotmail was competing with giants like AOL and Yahoo Mail. And to stand out and grow their user base, they came up with a simple but ingenious hack. At the end of every email sent by a Hotmail user, they included a line that said, "P.S. I love you, get your free email at Hotmail." This was not just a cute sign-off, it was a growth hack. Every email sent via Hotmail became a promotional tool, and soon their user base was growing at an unprecedented rate. In just 18 months, Hotmail went from 0 to 12 million users. Now, talk about a success story. These examples demonstrate the power of growth hacking. It's not about spending more, it's about thinking differently, being innovative, and willing to take calculated risks. And the best part, any business, regardless of its size or budget, can implement these strategies. Now, you might not have the same resources at Dropbox, Airbnb, or Hotmail, but remember, they all started small too. The question is, how can you apply this innovative thinking to your business? What's going to be your Dropbox or Airbnb moment? In the next segment, we're going to look at some practical growth hacking strategies that you can start implementing in your business today. So stay tuned, and there's so much more to come. Now, welcome back to the Bootstrap Mogul Podcast. We've been discussing growth hacking, which is this secret weapon of small businesses looking for rapid growth. We've understood the theory, we've seen it in action, and now it's time to get practical. Let's talk about growth hacking strategies that you can start implementing in your business today. Our first stop is content marketing. Now, I've talked about this quite a bit, and you might think, but Andres, isn't content marketing just regular marketing? Yes and no. Yes, because it involves creating and sharing content, but it becomes growth hacking when we use that content strategically to attract, inform, and engage an audience while promoting our brand. For instance, let's say you run a small organic skincare line. You could create blog posts or videos giving skincare tips, DIY face mask recipes, or skin health information. Now, this content gives value to your audience, establishes you as an expert, and subtly promotes your products. And the best part, this strategy costs little more than your time and creativity. Next up, social media contests. We all love winning, don't we? That's what makes social media contests such an effective growth hack. Running a contest or a giveaway not only boosts your visibility on social platforms, but it also engages your audience and promotes your brand. So let's stick with our skincare line example. You could run a tag a friend giveaway contest where participants have a chance to win a gift basket of your products if they follow your account, like the post, and tag friends in the comments. This strategy can help increase your follower count, spread word about your brand, and potentially attract new customers. Now, let's talk about email marketing. In the age of social media, email might seem a bit old school, but trust me, it's still one of the most powerful tools in your growth hacking arsenal. Personalized emails, newsletters, offers, these are all ways to engage your customers, provide value, and promote your products. And don't forget about customer retention. It's always cheaper to retain an existing customer than to acquire a new one. Regular personalized emails can help keep your customers engaged and more likely to repeat business with you. Then there's SEO, search engine optimization. This strategy is all about making your business more visible on search engines like Google. By optimizing your website and using the right keywords, you can drive organic traffic and growth to your business. Let's go back to our skincare line. If someone searches organic skincare tips and one of your blog posts pops up, that's a potential customer right there. SEO can seem a bit technical, but with a little research, you can start implementing basic strategies on your website. Finally, let's talk about partnerships and collaborations. Remember how Airbnb piggybacked on Craigslist to reach a larger audience? You can do something similar by partnering with a business that has a similar customer base. For instance, if you're that organic skincare line, you could partner with a fitness influencer to promote your products. Their followers are already interested in health and wellness, making them likely to be interested in your skincare line too. These are just a few examples of growth hacking strategies that can boost your small business. Remember, growth hacking isn't about following a set playbook. It's about creativity, innovation, and again, a little bit of risk taking. So look at these strategies, get inspired, and then think about how you can twist them, mold them, and apply them to your business in a way that's uniquely you. So far, we've looked at the theory, seen some successful examples, and even brainstormed strategies you can implement right now when it comes to the concept of growth hacking. But let's not forget about the tools. Growth hacking is as much about the right strategies as it is about the right tools. So let's talk about some tools that can make your growth hacking journey easier and more effective. First off, Google Analytics. This is a free tool from Google that helps you track and understand your web traffic. With Google Analytics, you can see where your visitors are coming from, what pages they're visiting, how long they're staying, and so much more. Understanding these patterns can help you optimize your website and marketing strategies for better user experience and, ultimately, more conversions. So for example, if you see that most of your traffic comes from Facebook, you might consider focusing more of your marketing efforts on that platform. Now, let's talk about Clickfunnels. This is an email service provider, but it's so much more than that. Clickfunnels helps you create entire sales funnels from landing pages to email campaigns. It's an excellent tool for implementing your email marketing strategies effectively. Imagine being able to design a customer's journey from the moment they sign up for your newsletter to when they make their first purchase, all in one place. Clickfunnels can help you do that, making it a powerful tool in your growth hacking toolbox. Now, let's move on to social media. As a small business owner, you are probably wearing many hats. You might be the CEO, the accountant, the marketing team, all at the same time. Tools like Later can make managing your social media accounts easier and less time consuming. With Later, you can schedule posts in advance, freeing up your time to focus on other aspects of your business. Plus, it also offers analytics so you can see which posts are performing well and when your audience is most active. Finally, let's talk about SEO. Now, SEO can seem a bit daunting, especially if you're new to it. But luckily, there are tools like SEMRush and Moz that can make it a lot more manageable. SEMRush is great for keyword research, tracking keyword ranking, and checking out your competitors' backlinks. Moz, on the other hand, is excellent for site audits, rank tracking, and backlink analysis. Both these tools can guide your SEO strategy, helping you drive more organic traffic to your site. So there you have it, folks. These are just some of the tools that can help you implement your growth strategies more effectively. Remember, these are tools, not magic wands. They can make things easier, but the strategy, creativity, and the hustle, that's all you. Well, my friends, it's hard to believe, but we're at the end of yet another episode of the Bootstrap Mogul Podcast. Today, we ventured into the fascinating world of growth hacking, unraveling its potential and relevance for small businesses. We've understood what growth hacking is and why it's a powerful alternative to traditional marketing strategies. We looked at some shining examples like Dropbox, Airbnb, and Hotmail, and drew inspiration from their creative and effective hacks. Then we got practical and discussed strategies that you can implement in your business right now, whether it's content marketing, social media contests, email marketing, or strategic partnerships. There's a growth hack for every business. We also discussed some of the tools that can make your growth hacking journey easier and more effective, like Google Analytics, Clickfunnels, Later, SEMRush, and Moz. My hope for you as we wrap up this episode is that you feel empowered to try at least one of these strategies. So start small, see how it works, and then build on it. Growth hacking is about creativity, experimentation, and a little bit of risk-taking. So go ahead and take that leap. As always, if you enjoyed this episode and learned something new, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the podcast. It truly means a lot and helps me to continue to bring you more content like this. And with that, it's time for me to sign off. This is Andres Holguin, your host at the Bootstrap Mogul Podcast. Thank you so much for your time today. And remember, keep dreaming big, keep hustling, and keep growing. I'll catch you in the next episode.